Sir. That's actually a good idea. Wait, we can't leave. The door won't move. And then we're all dead. One lock, one love, you know what I'm saying? It's time to bring the ruckus. Real talk. Let's go. You know what they say? If your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. And boy, you don't trust me because right now we're having some real talk with Jay. Today we're talking about some things I might get in trouble for, and that's okay because if we got some controversy, it means we got a conversation. So, we have a little social media app called Tinder. And boy, we have some stories and characters. It looks like a Walmart of diversity of just like 18 to 25-year-olds who just love too much Fleischmann's or they're way too official and we're like, wow, we'll never date. But that's okay because at least we have opportunities like super liking or be looking at someone's biography and see a selection of pictures they can pick to kind of present ourselves as an attractive gift that one day I hope you unwrap. See, as golden, right? Things like that come across like that where you have to present yourself and kind of come off, sly and a little bit, I would say, captivating. But the issues here is you can't please everybody and everyone has a certain taste. And you kind of find out on Tinder if you have a lot of buyers or a lot of sellers. See, that's the thing now, I don't even know where I was. Also, as my perspective too, I am an avid Tinder user. And I hate to say it, but I'm kind of the Kobe Bryant in like 2007 of Tinder. Like a little bit of Froby, but not really. But like I didn't need Shaq. I was gonna drop 81 like any day, all day. But like I've learned this as an expert as like recently come out of a relationship, and I've noticed that there's some weird Tinder policies through my friends and also people I've just noticed. As the male gender, we have some issues we gotta speak about. Point one, self-presentation. Self-presentation. Now, we have to pick photos where we look good, but also as a male aspect, we're not supposed to take selfies. And you know what I have to say about that? You. Alright? Sometimes I look too good and I don't have a professional photographer around, so I will look into that iPhone and I'll be like, ooh, boy, I look good. And straight fire. Right on Instagram and Twitter and everything. That's what I do. But it's the weird kind of perspective that you can't. So you have to pick at least 4. I've learned it's a formula. 1, maybe a selfie, 1 of you doing an action shot, 2 maybe with some friends or family, and then 4 just doing something that you have an activity of. Me, since I take care of kids, I have a kid of mine. More selfies think that you just left yourself in your basement and you just keep telling yourself you're so pretty and just keep watching that one DVD that your uncle had about bodybuilding over and over and over again, but you really don't have any progression there. You're just like skin and bones. You're like, oh, I have a 6-pack, but it's really a 2-pack and you eat way too many Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Like nobody cares. Like nobody cares. So, what you have to do is also put in a biography of people that will actually be interested in you. I've noticed this dude saying like, oh, you gotta lift. You gotta have a booty to get with me. Not the best way. Let's just think about it, you talking to your mother. Would your mother really appreciate saying like, hey girl, what's going on with that ass? Doesn't work that way. So we have to go into other ways and other advances to say we have to have some hobbies or funny little quotes here. Nothing about your exes or about mental illnesses. Don't give it away too easy. It's not good, guys. And that's where you go to step 2. Giving it up way too easy. And number 2, this is not Normandy. Why are we storming the DMs so quick? Why are we messaging them like it's the last day on earth? Like we bombard that so quick. There's a formula to this, folks, and the reason why I say this, it's not because I'm infallible, it's because sometimes when you come out of a situation, you learn where you messed up. Like when the shit's about to hit the fan, you kind of know when it's coming, so you learn to step to the side of the fan. Like, trust me, yeah, I'm guilty, and that's okay. I plead the 5th on that. So my philosophy on this is if you rush in too early, would you say like, hey cutie, done. I'm sorry. Anything right away, I'm guilty party of this. You have to go in easy. But then you see other girls' profiles too, and this is another thing about girls too on their Tinder, and you have to impress them, guys. Because that is everything they say in their biography. I will not respond with just a hey. You have to impress me. Which, guys, that's the law of the land. You're something funny. You better be like on a D1 scholarship or something. Like you better have a job and a car. Like you better be getting some tax returns back or something. You better be taking her out and buying her large popcorns and stuff. Like you have to impress her somehow. But you have to do that through a conversation. And so now you already have to pick which ones that are in your kind of pool. So when you keep everything concealed a little bit, but enough to get them interested, that's where you get the match. But now we have to go with the whole interaction phases and also picking the ones that you hopefully can match with, but not the ones you want to, the ones that you should match with. This is the funniest one because it's so bad. Like, and because you just go, you're like, how many people find me attractive? And that's great, but they all look like they were hit by buses, and you're just like, this is just god awful. And it's so bad because they have like they take the one negative like quality of them physically, and then they enhance it. You know, you ever heard the story about Icarus flying a little too close to the sun? That's like liking every girl that you see, or you know that is offered to you. It's not the best idea. You have to go with ones that you feel like you truly could have a shot with, and then ones who you think that are so out of your league, because that's the whole point. It's a great way to gauge your attractiveness, which is a kind of a sad thing to say, but guys, we need to be told we're pretty too. We have man periods, like where I like to watch It's Always Sunny and just chill with a couple spotteds and just hang out. That's a great day for me. Maybe some WrestleMania, who knows? But really, like, we need a little bit of attention and stuff, but if you match with all these girls who you find unattractive, or they won't talk to you, then really what is that doing for you? It's like you're getting the cookie and then getting it taken away and saying, wow, cookies are bad for you. But fuck that, because cookies are amazing for you. Thin Mints! Yo, do you have any Thin Mints? Fuck. You know, Girl Scout cookies are like, it's like my yay that I whip on the corner. I whip that fucking just like cooking, like curry. So you have to go with girls that you think that, you know, they just added this new thing called super liking, and man, it's like an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary. Just whipping it, just going like, whoop. And you know, sometimes you got some hands down there and they pull off miracles. So really, you just have to find a way, and like, if they say no, who cares? Because really, it's just an option. Like when people say like, do you like me, or do you want to make out, or do you want to go on a date, or something like that, people feel either pressured to say yes, one, because they don't want to be mean, or two, it'd be awkward. That's ridiculous. Honestly, if we get told no, you just go, okay, and move on with the situation. So if a girl that you like, or you even swipe with, or you really hope like, oh man, she's really cute, and you're like, you look more into her, you're like, wow, she seems like perfect. If you hit yes and she never matches you, oops, who cares, move on. Because it all works out in the end. Guys, it gets better. It's okay, it gets better. Just give it some time, it gets better, dude. And that's the whole thing, guys. Stay in your lane is a funny little phrase. So just make sure that even though you keep going forward, you can take a right every once in a while, but stay on the straight path. Because one day you'll find your Tinderella, and my God, I almost threw up saying that. But that's the process here, guys. And who cares? It's a fun app, but if you're really looking to better yourselves, guys, and also just better your repertoire and kind of get a gauging of also self-confidence too, just swipe right. And just start throwing just darts. Who cares? Not actual darts. Don't drug people. That's not the point. Real talk. Done. God, they think I drug people. They think I drug people. Damn it.